It is a big event in Russian figure skating. The vow of silence was interrupted by Anna Sherbakova, an athlete who has an impeccable reputation and has almost never spoken out on hot topics. Even despite all the efforts of journalists, there have been no high-profile scandals with her name, and she herself is a rather closed person. Anna rarely updates social networks, does not flaunt her personal life. But now 18-year-old Sherbakova has spoken out, and even on the topic of her relationship with the coach. The Olympic champion has been training in the Tutberidze group for a very long time, since she was 9 years old. And it seemed that there was a complete idyll between her and Eteri Georgievna. Everyone remembers how the coach cried after the heavy rolling of the free program of Sherbakova, who suffered a serious illness. They remember how Tutberidze affectionately called the figure skater Anushka on roller skates from training. But after Anna gave an interview on the YouTube channel Fametime TV, it turned out that not everything is so perfect. There are no direct reproaches in Sherbakova's comment, but there is a certain resentment in the words. It was a difficult moment in the first 6 months after the Olympics. I used to experience everything in myself, and here the emotions were multiplied by several. And any situation is much deeper entrenched. There was some misunderstanding. There should be an unconditional trust between the coach and the athlete, which was slightly lost, blurred, because I was in my thoughts. Because I was able to live through my misunderstandings and resentments and let go. Now I don't see any point in dragging them along, the Olympic champion said. Sherbakova also added that, no matter what, she had never considered the idea of changing the coach. There were no thoughts about changing the coach, but, probably, here we are talking about my character. I am the most non-impulsive person. In order for me to make some important decision in my life, I need to think about it for a very long time, the figure skater added. In parallel with the words of Sherbakova, a statement by Yevgenia Medvedeva appeared. At one time, when the two-time world and European champion left Tutberidze and trained in Canada, a lot was said. The figure skater herself and Eteri Georgievna spoke. For 2 whole years, Medvedev and Tutberidze have been throwing sharp phrases at each other, speaking superficially and without specifics about the conflict between them. However, now that the reunion has happened, the old misunderstandings are presented in a completely different way. Neither Medvedev nor Tutberidze want to go into the details of previous mutual claims. And now Yevgenia talks about the good relationship between her and the coach. And at the same time, she does not hide that there is also her fault in their situation. What is the phrase about God's dandelion worth? The past must remain in the past. I don't see the point in stirring it up now. Here the question is not in one person, but in 2 at once. I don't take responsibility from myself either, I'm not God's dandelion. But the most important thing is that everything is fine now, Eteri and I are communicating normally, Medvedeva told 7 Days. Not so long ago, 2-time world junior champion, vice-champion of the Olympic Games in Beijing Alexandra Trusova also spoke about the relationship with the coach. The Russian rocket is currently training with Svetlana Sokolovskaya in CSKA. And the figure skater left Tutberidze for the 2nd time. According to the athlete, they have a good relationship with Eteri Georgievna after her departure. Alexandra also denies the existence of conflicts. Leaving Tutberidze? It was my initiative. No one was against it. It turned out quickly. I don't see any point in commenting on anything. I'm doing well with both the previous coaches and the current ones. There are no conflicts. Was there a bouquet? Eteri Georgievna does not like flowers, Trusova told reporters after a short program at the Grand Prix stage in Sochi. Although her first transition was accompanied by rather harsh statements. In particular, Sasha claimed that she was forbidden to do a lot of quads in programs. It wasn't so much the 3rd place that upset me, as the fact that I didn't perform my programs cleanly. In the Grand Prix final, I insisted that the program include both a triple axel and all 4s. I was allowed, and after that they took them off again at the qualifying competitions. At first I was against it, but then I agreed on the day of the performance. In the end, it was important just to qualify for the European Championship. But the coaches again insisted that I skate cleanly with 3 4s. I always wanted to jump, but I was stopped. And this is not the first year. This year I wanted to perform all 5 jumps. Before, 3, Trusova said in an interview Match TV. Ru. But even then, Alexandra separately clarified that her personal attitude towards Eteri Tutberidze had not changed at all after leaving for Yevgeny Plushenko. The European champion, as well as Alexandra Trusova, has already managed to get away from Eteri Georgievna twice. The first time Kostornaya went to Yevgeny Plushenko. According to her, she was following Sergei Romanov, who gave her a triple axel. I went there for Coach Rozanov. I got a triple axel, we had a connection with him. He coached me, supported me, nothing sky high. I moved on to him because I learned with him the element that lifted me to the top. I thought I should repeat it. There was progress, but then there were injuries that worsened, Alena said in an interview with Alla Shishkina. Subsequently, Alena returned to the Tutberidze group before the Olympic season. But the repeated cooperation was short-lived. In March, the figure skater left again, this time to Elena Bayanova. Kostornaya clarified that the decision to terminate cooperation was made by Eteri Georgievna. However, they dispersed quite calmly. The situation remained between me, Eteri Georgievna and the coaching staff. If we broke up, it means we have come to a mutual decision. It's not like I annoyed someone, and they told me to get out of here. But at the same time, it wasn't me who told the coaches, you know, you are so and so, I will not work with you. No, of course not. I believe that both athletes deserve respect and coaches. Because it was a team effort, a collective one. But after analyzing the whole situation, we decided that we basically squeezed everything we could out of our cooperation, and the time has come. Did we have a good conversation? Yes, it's not that we cursed each other, everyone quarreled. Everything is absolutely calm and good, Kostornaya said.